be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. Put on, I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 6. EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go!
And an alley to run. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Jackson, 76 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Set, ready. 60 outlaw. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the run.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Let go. Roy. Short. Mike 55. Go. Mike 55.
On third down, Brissett. Able to find the rookie from Ohio State, Paris Campbell. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike 51. They're not ready for this.
From the 44, Brissett. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
53 is the Mike. Check. 53 is Mike. Check. 53.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Boston Scott, his first carry. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Here's Scott going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, on EA Sports. On first down, it's Grant, and he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another first down run right there.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 27, Jackson. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
On second down, here's a run with Matt. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Barkevius Mingo, the former number 6 pick.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. They'll run on 1st down. It's Scott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Trying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Jackson now. And he finds Stills, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Texans.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
To throw again on second down. Big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This a give to Mack running to the right. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 33-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for the rookie Paris Campbell. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line. And now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe.
And that's intercepted. It's Darius Leonard, the 2018 Defensive Rookie of the Year. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. Room here to run. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
On the ready. Mike 51. Mike. Mike, stop. Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Brissett. And that's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Banjo. 51 for Mike. Check 26, check 26. Now, he's moving, boys, he's moving.
And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Alert. 3 down. Go. What do you want?
Out of the gun, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
Ready? Henry. 50. I'm here all day.
Here's Grant. Boom! Past the 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. From the gun, here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Markevious Mingo showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it?
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. Corey Grant, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Brissett looking deep for Hilton, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Stay with your man. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. I got squeeze. I got you, son. Under pass, yeah.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
second down.
Switch.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson. And that's intercepted. It's Darius Leonard, the 2018 Defensive Rookie of the Year. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Check. Lucky.
Brissett to throw on first. He rifles one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They go back to Grant. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. On third down, Grant. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Rolling to his left. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. From midfield now, here's Jackson, flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season. In a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
And finding the tight end, Wilson. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Scott. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Jackson, and they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st down, Houston.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. This time Jackson will throw it. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney merciless. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They can't stop me out here.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Reset. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. That's taken it around the 40. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. He may try and run for this. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Throwing, Brissett. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. I'm on the jet across the globe. I guess the board is my home and there's so many milkers burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, Sylvester Stallone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like think you know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Give everyone dogs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with the squad. I'm playing my part like them LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of the dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it? Vision on 2020, yeah. VVS, Clippity, yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice.